welcome back. So a while ago, I shared some really fascinating research done by this guy, and his name is Jaak Panksepp, and he is known as the rat tickler. And his work with rats inspired a groundswell of research because while we are obviously much more advanced, what we found is that a rat's brain has all of the same areas and neurochemicals as a human brain. And Panksepp really dug into understanding the brain's play center in contrast with the brain's fear-threat center. What he found was the parts of the brain that process play are the same parts that are engaged when we explore and experiment and discover, learn new things. But when the fear-threat center is engaged, the play center completely shuts down, and that significantly impedes our ability to learn. In fact, he found that one single cat hair dropped into the rat's playpen reduced the rat's play and learning to 0. If you missed that one, I'll add the link below. But Panksepp's work with rats has been expanded to examine how the fear center impacts productivity, employee engagement, and learning in the workplace. And findings show that when employees experience anxiety, that releases stress hormones. It triggers the fear-threat center, and that results in fewer creative problem-solving strategies and a greater likelihood of unethical behaviors, such as cheating or taking credit for someone else's work. Conversely, people who work in an environment that nurtures exploration and discovery, those folks engage the learning play center, and that results in much more creative problem-solving strategies and fewer unethical behaviors. Panksepp died in 2017, but the rat research continues to give us human application. Earlier this year, research out of the University of Richmond, Virginia, trained lab rats to drive little rat cars, which taught us a little bit more about learning and stress. The researchers created these small cars made out of clear plastic containers. The bottom of the cars were made out of aluminum. The steering wheels consisted of 3 copper bars. And when the rats grasped the copper bars with their paws, it created an electrical current that powered the car and moved it in different directions, depending on which bar the rats were holding on to. And what they found was that it didn't take the rats long to learn how to navigate those little cars to score some Fruit Loops or some sweet drinks of water. But the coolest part is that scientists found that the rats were much more chill after driving the cars. How did they know? Well, by examining their droppings. That's right, rat poop tests showed lower stress hormones in the rats that got to drive the cars than the rats that were merely passengers in remote-controlled cars and rats that didn't get to play at all. So it wasn't just riding around in these cool little rat cars that lowered the stress, it was the act of actually learning something new that made them chill. How can we apply that in the workplace? Well, engaging the fear-threat center shuts down the very part of the brain we need to solve problems, collaborate, and innovate. So make it a point to learn something new every single day. Not only will you be smarter, more creative, and more ethical, you'll also be more chill, which your coworkers are really gonna love. If you want to learn more about how the brain works and how to make it work better, check out my book, Happier Hour with Einstein, and the full-color companion gratitude journal available now on Amazon.